Guys, what's up today? Today, I know I've been saying it for a long time, we're actually going to finally start our automatic pumpkin farm. To do this, I have a few things with me. I think we're going to make it up here. I know it's kind of weird to make it on a hill, but our villager trading station is going to be right here, so I figured this would be a pretty good place for it. And all we're going to need are two water buckets. Just so we can make an infinite source. Some pistons, note blocks, and observers, and just some random blocks. So I'm going to clear out this area and start getting a base laid so we can start our pumpkin farm. Just clearing this out. I don't think I've ever seen a tree like this. Like, what the heck? I've never seen one that was so big. This is really weird. I didn't think, like, I know they have the slightly bigger ones that look like that, but maybe this is just one and the leaves got messed up, but yeah, I don't know. I've never seen one like that. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I am laying out a 9 by 9 patch of dirt. That's going to be what we're going to put our farm on. So that's that done. And the next thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to get water in here, and we're going to have to plant our plants. Alright, so I got the water down, so the next part, I put it right in the middle, so we want to put a light over that. I'm just going to use a shroom light. And now we want to till the land, so we're going to leave, since we have the water in, we can go 4 blocks out. So we're going to do a tilled land there and one there on each part. So you're going to go out like that, alternating. Then we are going to do the corners. I believe it's like this and this, but let me double check quick. Alright, so it's going to be every single diagonal like that. Every block on the diagonal. And then we want to just alternate, so you're doing every other block like that. So you have that pattern, and just fill in every other one. So it's kind of hard to explain, like, mathematically, I guess you would call it, but oops. But you can kind of see it's just, if there's no adjacent blocks that are tilled, then you did it right. So that looks like we got that right, and we're going to put some seeds down in these spots as well. So let me do that. Alright, so we got that done. We got all the seeds planted. If you don't have enough seeds, I didn't have enough, so I just bone mealed them, and a pumpkin grows every few seconds, so as long as you have bone meal, it's pretty easy to get more pumpkin seeds. You can also break the stems, but sometimes they'll give you only one, or sometimes they don't even give you any seeds, and so rarely they give you two, but you can get enough seeds pretty quickly. But the important part now that we want to do is over each of these stems, we want to put an observer. So I have 15 of them. I don't have enough probably to finish this, but we can do what we can. So let's start doing that. I'll show you. It's going to be easier if you just put a layer above. It's going to be actually kind of hard to get this observer down now that I think about it. So you might want to take a hole down and go down and get the observer. So yeah, I'll do that for as many as I can, and I'll be back. So I lied actually. So instead, we don't have to go underneath, we just have to go over. So if we place them like this, it's a lot easier to place them down, and that's the way that they have to go. So yeah, make sure you don't, hopefully you didn't try doing that all and mess up. But yeah, this is how you go over the top of them, and it's just where the stems are. It's not where the dirt is. The dirt will have something else over it. So like I said, I'll fill this in, and we will get back to finishing this up. Alright, so the next thing we have to do is place the pistons. This will be a little more difficult just because you have to go under them, but instead of breaking every dirt block and looking up and placing it, what you can do is have a piston like I have, just so you can just walk under it, and you put a lever, and that'll push you down, so you can just go along and do it under here, so it makes it a lot easier. If if you mess up. But yeah, so you do the pistons over each dirt space. I don't have enough like pistons and redstone right now to do the whole area that we have, but I'll do as much as we can, and I'll get back again once I have filled those in. Alright, so I did as many as I could with what I have right now. I guess I could have done one more right there, but so the next step that we're going to have to do is pretty easy, but it's pretty intuitive. I didn't come up with it. I forget who did it. I'm kind of copying somebody else's design, but I added a little bit to it at the as with the collection system, anyways. But I'll show you at the end. But so what you're gonna want to do is what I just did. I'm putting blocks over the observer blocks where they go out, and then you're gonna want to put note blocks over the pistons. And the reason that works is because the observers will send a redstone signal to the brick here, and the note block will get that pulse. And usually if it's any other block, I tried using like a target block and other things, but it doesn't work. But with the note block, when they send out a note, they also send a redstone signal. So it'll send a signal to the piston. I think that's how it works. It might also be diagonal powering, and this just updates that, but I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, so you're going to want to put note blocks all over the pistons, so I will do that. Also, I should mention that to finish this farm, you're going to need 40 observers and 40 pistons, and then 40 of these note blocks to do the whole 9x9 area. I just don't have that much right now, but that's how much you will need. So let me get these note blocks and continue doing that. If I can get in the door. Oh my gosh, there we go. Alright, so we have the note blocks. I know it's kind of weird looking because I don't have everything together, but you can see right there it is working. So what happens is the piston just pushes down on the pumpkin, and the pumpkin breaks, which is, you know, pretty simple thing. And the reason I left the space under here is because I'm going to put a let me break these. I'm gonna put a rail under here, because in the original design they had all hoppers, but that's like really expensive because that's what 5 ingots of iron times 91. That's a lot. So instead, I think it's a lot easier just to use rails. So laying the rails will be a little difficult, I think. If I'll show you this. Let me grab a piston. Do that trick again. Go there. So we have a block right here because the water is underneath, but if we put a half slab instead, we should be able to block the water. So we're going to try that. Alright, so let's try this. Okay, we got it off in time. Let's see if that destroyed the water. It should still be there. Well, I can't be bothered to check, but none of the things are getting destroyed, so it does look like we did that correctly. So since we have that, we can also you need to power the rails, which is maybe why the person didn't do it. But if you look, we can go right under. Oh shoot! Oops. Okay, well this is bad. 1 minute. Alright, so we found out there is water in there. So the reason I wanted to do it there just because I'll show you. But so we know that this one is just a dirt block. This one has a pumpkin stem on it. So this one should be. Yep, this is. Of course, I'm stuck in here now, but this one is a dirt block. So let me get out of there. So what we're gonna do, actually, I can just do it right here, is we're gonna replace this with a redstone block, because pumpkins can grow on any block. They don't have to grow onto dirt, I'm pretty sure. I'll double check, but that's what the wiki looked like. So we can do that, and then when we want to use power rails, we don't have to do a whole block down. We can just put it right here, and it should get powered. Yep. So that's where we'll have it powered, and it'll be a lot easier. So yeah, let me just double check that we can do this, and I'll be right back. Alright, so yeah, I double checked, and yeah, I was wrong. It said on the wiki that they could go onto any block, I think, but yeah, I was in a creative world, and I turned the tick speed up to like 100,000, and nothing would grow on the redstone block. So what we're gonna do instead, I know it's gonna be a little less, I guess, compact than what it would normally be, but I think it's definitely worth the cost of the iron, like, because like I said, it's 91 times 5, whatever that is, iron, if we were gonna do that, and I definitely do not have that much. So what we're gonna do instead is just put down the power rails. This is gonna be where it starts. Probably only need one, but might as well do two. And we're just gonna snake back and forth. Probably put the power rails in the middle. I think this is the middle. Yep. And I'll double check that the hopper minecart can go that far off that much power. Oops. So let's try and get this. But yeah, you want to go under like this and just run rail. And I mean, if you have a ton of iron, you can do it the other way, and you'll be able to stack these vertically a little better. But like I said, if you're short on iron, then this is probably the best way to do it. So let me lay this track, and we'll continue. Alright, so I laid it down. Just at the end, you want to have plain block, so once it comes this way, it'll bounce back, and then we'll have a drop-off point over here, so we can make this and make an unloader right here. So let's do that. Alright, so we're going to make the unloader. It's pretty simple. I think that we want the chest to be under here, actually. At least I'm gonna put it under here just so it's a little more easy to run my wires. We might change where it is eventually, the chest, just so it's easier to get to, but let's make a chest. Actually, that'd probably help. So yeah, I probably should have done this a little backwards, or I did do it a little backwards. So let's get out of here, and we want to put a hopper facing down, so we'll put dirt there, grab our hopper, face it down, get our hopper minecart, put it on there after we put the power out. I think power, yep. And then, so we have that, and then we want to put our chests down here. And then we're going to need a comparator, so let me break this first. We're going to put up a comparator right here, so let me go make a comparator quick. Alright, so we have the comparator, so the next thing we want to do is put a redstone torch, I'll make one real quick, right here, like that, and, oops, actually, sorry, you want to put it right, we'll use brick too. Put the comparator up here, so this will let the minecart know if, or the rail know if items are flowing through the hopper, because as items are flowing through, it's going to be, you'll see, if you put some items in, you can see it's on while the items are in the hopper, but once they're all in the chest, then it stops. So we're going to put a redstone torch here, if I can click it. Then you want to just put one block up here, so you can see that'll send it. But if I were to put some blocks in and then push this, if I can, let's see. I'm going to push it all the way over, and it'll go there, it'll stop, it's unloaded, and then it'll go back. So yeah, that works pretty good. So that'll be our system. I think the farm is actually done. Of course, we don't have the, what's it called, the rest of that stuff, but I'm gonna power these rails. You can use either, you can put some levers underneath, or you can put a redstone block. If you use the levers, you know, you don't have to use all that redstone. But if you use levers, the farm is gonna be an extra block down because you have to go underneath. So right now it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks thick. but if you add levers, it'll make it 7 blocks thick, which isn't a big deal. But yeah, so you can decide to do whichever you want. If you want to make it more compact, use the redstone blocks, but if you don't have enough materials, use the levers. I'm going to use the levers for right now just because I don't have that much, so I'll do. Alright, so I put the levers down, and you can see the minecart's going back and forth. Another disadvantage of the minecart, oh, I forgot the one over there actually. Another disadvantage of the minecart is you have to hear it going all the time, which kind of stinks, but it's not that bad. Again, I mean, we're kind of going for functionality over um, epic design. I don't even know. Just trying to get it to work first. If I can get this stupid thing to move. Oh, I didn't put a power rail. That's probably why. So put a power rail here. You can hear the farm going off all the time. So get a block and put our brick here. Also, probably want this. Actually, I think it should just take off like that. Yep. So you can see it goes back and forth. I think it must have picked up at least one pumpkin. Oh. So maybe it only picked up, it did get a pumpkin in, so maybe it just got one that round. We'll see how many it has when it goes by, and if it actually emptied. Takes a second. So, oh, okay, so I didn't have anything that round, but as you can see, it works pretty well. I'll wait until it actually gets a pumpkin, then we can see it work. Alright, so I broke a few pumpkins up there, you can see them, and we'll see it get picked up. Looks like I got one of them, and I got the other one, so it's got one in there, unloaded, and then it went, so it's working pretty well. One last thing that we can do just to make it, you absolutely don't have to do, but it'll make it a little more fun, is we can tune these note blocks so it'll play chords when they go off. So I think I'm going to do, sorry, let me look here. I think I'm going to do an E flat chord, so let me figure out how many clicks that is for each one, and I'll show you. Alright, so I lied actually. We're going to do an A, I think an A major. Let me double check again, sorry. Yeah, an A major chord. So that is the notes A, C sharp, and E. So we're going to tune, to get to A, it's 3 clicks if you're already at the bottom click, which is, I think this is F sharp. So we're going to, or it's something, I don't know. But yeah, we're going to do 3 clicks, and then this one will be 7. So you can kind of see those sound similar. And then the E is 10 clicks, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you can see that sounds nice together. So I'm going to tune all of these just randomly and see how it sounds. Alright, so I got them all tuned. You can hear, I don't know how it actually sounds when a pumpkin gets planted, because I haven't heard many of them go off. So let's see if we can get any of them. Let's see what it sounds like if we just put one down. Wow, amazing. There must not be an observer there. Or maybe I'm doing this. Oh, it's because, okay. Yeah, okay, it doesn't sound that bad. You can hear it going off. Yeah, it doesn't do anything, but I like it. It's kind of funny. Yeah, so that's how that works. So we have a pumpkin farm now, and I finally can stop saying we're going to make a pumpkin farm, not doing it. So nice. It looks like we've already got 30 pumpkins, so it's going well. So yeah, we'll move on. Alright, so it looks like we ended at a pretty good time actually. We are at about 20 minutes, so we're going to wrap up the episode. We did a good job though. I'm glad that we got this done. So we'll rack up some pumpkins and we'll get a few farmer villagers so we can trade those. My one friend, we were playing on my other server, and he said he would get like a stack of emerald blocks like each day just from how many pumpkins he could trade. But I mean, we'll have to make a bigger pumpkin farm for that much, and I'll definitely finish filling that up. I mean, but yeah, so we made some good progress today. Finally got that done. I've been saying I'll do it since like episode 1, so it's good that we got it done. But let's read the comment for today. I think it was, yeah, by a sleep-deprived dog. I guess I didn't put the hyphen in the right place, but whatever. He said,
Congrats on the mending villager, and oh, I really like the house. Its shape and color palette looks very nice. Thank you. And also, I like the ethos pace video. It makes it very relaxing. This was the only comment. I don't mean to put in comments that toot my own horn, but thank you. I'm glad you like the house, and I'm glad that it is ethos pace because that's like he's really the only like Minecraft YouTuber I watch. So I guess that's just I get my pace from him because that's the only type of video I've ever really watched. But yeah, thank you for that comment. That was weird. The game kind of glitched, but yeah, I think we'll wrap it up for this episode. Glad we got that done. Have to make a facade for it, like a building around it, and expand it. But yeah, did good job today. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.